guys, today I wanted to make a video about the Youngevity compensation plan, and it's because it can be so hard to understand. It had to be explained to me so many times, and you can see I'm on YouTube here and I just typed in Youngevity compensation plan, and there is a bunch of videos, and I do recommend watching these. This one here is by Sean Brown, and I do like Sean Brown. As a person, as a human being, I think he's a good man, and you can see how he explains it. You should see how different people explain it. You can go ahead and watch these ones that are telling you it's a scam. There's going to be a video like this on pretty much any network marketing plan or multi-level marketing plan, right? And you definitely, key to keep in mind, you shouldn't keep in mind anybody's profits. This is an ad here, sorry. You shouldn't keep in mind anything on what they're giving as evidence for profits or what you should expect to make. People can make a lot of money in this business and they can make absolutely no money in this business. It has nothing to do with the compensation plan itself. The compensation plan tells you exactly what you are able to earn on both a residual and a commission basis, and those two are different, and we will go into it. We'll go back here and check out what else is here. I would, again, these are some of the leaders in the company have made these videos. When I say leader, I mean these are going to be top earners. This is Scott Fardulis. He's out in Colorado. This is a top earner in the company, which means he's had to have helped many other people earn wealth through this compensation plan. This compensation plan is the only tool that we have. And Scott's going to have a different method than I do. We're completely different people. We're different ages, we're different classes, that type of thing. But again, the compensation plan applies to everybody. This business doesn't discriminate. It's an equal opportunity business. You can start a network marketing or a multi-level marketing business and pursue it without a degree. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter if you've been to prison. It doesn't matter if you've been bankrupt. There's no qualifications other than following the compensation plan. And that's why it's so critical to know what the compensation plan is. So if you are looking to do this business, these are videos that you should all digest. Everybody, even I watched this lady's before. Why I wouldn't recommend joining. You should hear that. You should hear everybody. You should hear this guy. This guy is the first guy that told me about the coding bonus, which we're going to get into. The coding bonus is just a remarkably important component of the compensation plan and absolutely critical to your overall success in understanding that. And when I was brought into this business, I wasn't told about the coding bonus. I was only told about the residual opportunity and the basic outline of how to understand the compensation plan, which is part of why I wanted to make this video, because I want to make both sides of that very, very clear. So in your own homework, do this, look into this stuff, look into the good and the bad of network marketing compensation plans and such, and we'll get into ours here specifically right now. Okay, first let's go ahead and get ourselves a copy of the compensation plan. Since my computer's been freshly wiped, I've got to get a copy myself. Just literally type it in, Youngevity compensation plan. You can go to youngevity.com here. I also like Youngevity RC, the resource center, because here there's also more training by Alex Tice. They put together this whole program called Youngevity University. So that's great. You should go through them all. Again, you probably will either need to go through that multiple times or look at other content or watch it, write down some questions and go to whoever introduced you to this business, or come to me or whatever, ask somebody who knows a little bit more how to navigate it, how to translate that information, because knowing the compensation plan is one thing, and it's a super important step here that a lot of people miss, but then actually applying that to your life or to your strategy, that's going to be key. So let's just go and download this. Do you want to save that picture somehow? Oh, it's a PDF. Okay, so the first things to note here are going to be the only three numbers that appear on any product. So let's go and look up a product. I use YGYOntario.com rather than Youngevity.com. I just feel it's a little bit easier to navigate. So let's just go look at any product. Tangerine gusset bag. Hopefully it searches that whole thing. Nope, you got to type in the exact thing. So just type in gusset, look for what I want. I want the BTT 2.0. So there's three numbers. Number one is the WS, the wholesale price. This is the price that everybody has access to. All distributors, all preferred customers, they all get this price. So it's a bit of a misnomer to even put a distinction between wholesale and retail price. Part of this is because obviously we do want to trap people in the network, meaning the people who did the work are getting the compensation. If it was just a blanket price, literally just available to everyone without any type of a customer account or anything, it would be there's very little incentive for the customer to actually go and do any extra step, like typing in an ID number to give someone credit or something like that. So that's a little bit of the reason why there is these faux distinctions between wholesale and resale within a network marketing company. And obviously you can see these prices, how they're going to translate to Amazon. And of course, the people who are buying or selling on Amazon, they only have access to the compensation plan itself and to the wholesale price. Nobody has some secret price. So they might factor in their profits here. So they might factor in their profits to lower the price, and that's fine. 101 and the wholesale is 109. So they are going to be they're going to be buying this themselves, using the compensation plan to get commission, and then discounting the price to make it available on Amazon. And it does save the customer a few bucks, and of course it kind of takes them away from you. So by the way, how I handle this is, if they're in a country that's really a hassle to ship to, like India or Belgium or something like that, I'm going to say, look, you go on Amazon and see what you can find that matches our product recommendations. And I just can't expect to get commission from everything if it's too impractical for the customer. But generally, the people that we're dealing with are in America, Canada, Australia, UK, and we ship there, no problem, free shipping, all that stuff. And the wholesale price obviously is available there as well. So the pitch is that if you do, create a customer account under me, or allow me to create a customer account under you, I do get the compensation for that. I don't like to bash around it, because that's why we're here. People want to know what the justification for you being there is. And if you're selling a bottle of minerals, by the way, which is what I was trained to really focus on, getting the basic plant-derived minerals into people's bodies. The price on this, the wholesale price, is $21.95, but the compensation is very little because of these other numbers here, the BV and the QV. So that's why we pulled this up originally, the BTT originally, to see the wholesale price versus the BV versus the QV. Because if you understand price, first of all, obviously it's the price, and you understand how to use the QV and the BV to use the compensation plan, this is how this all works together. And this is why there really can't be an ultimate justification to sell plant-derived minerals full-time. You can't do that full-time. You can't build a business on that full-time because of this BV being 17. It makes it impractical. Obviously, it's not really enough nutrition anyways. This can do wonders. This can change somebody's life, and this can make all the difference between them getting the bulk of their essential nutrients and not getting it in enough in enough quantity right here. And this is the base ingredient that's found in Tangy Tangerine and stuff too. If they do have a ingredient label, it will say that it does contain the plant-derived minerals in there. There's probably an ingredient label on the YGY site, but nonetheless, we will move on. See if I can zoom in here. So you see QV, QV, QV. Okay, this top orange part is where the QV matters. QV on every product. BV is for this. Bonus volume is for this. QV is qualifying volume. So the QV is going to determine your position here. It's going to determine your rank. That's why product qualifying volume matters. So let's go through each level. The first one is personal qualifying volume. In some of these videos that say compensation plan exposed or unfair compensation plan or something like this, they might be referring to the fact that, like every disposable consumable product that I'm aware of that has a compensation plan like this attached to it, meaning a multi-level compensation plan attached to it, they're all going to require some sort of monthly purchase from you. That's not a locked-in subscription. It means you don't have to, from continuing right now, you decided to do a network marketing business. You don't have to put an order in every month. It's not taking money out of your account or anything. You can have an auto ship or not. You can turn that auto ship off or on, or put it on pause. It doesn't matter. But if you want to get paid for that month, that calendar month, this personal qualifying volume, your order on your account, will determine your first set of qualifications. You'll notice the first two positions here don't have any other qualifications. So in order to open yourself up to the potential of earning 5% on the first two levels in the first position, and that's a 50 QV order, and QV may or may not be equivalent to price. You see here the QV on the plant-derived minerals is 20, the price is $21.95, so there's a discrepancy between the QV and the price. And of course, this is how the company makes its money, in the difference between these numbers, the BV, the QV, and the wholesale price. That's what that's calculated on. So for me to go into the first level, I need to order 50 QV. That's 3 bottles of minerals, leaves me with 60, and that allows me to earn 5% off my first two levels of residual customers. We are going to get into that. We are differentiating residual income versus commissions. So your commissions, there's some bonuses here and stuff, and within the first 30 days of any new customer or distributor, whatever their order is, I think it's up to 750 QV. I would have to double check that, but I think it's up to 750. You get 30% of the BV of those orders. By the way, how that 30% breaks down is you actually get 26% off the BV, 26% off the hop, and then you get half of what you would normally get for your commission, right? So if you would normally get 8%, then now you get 4%. Since you get 8% on your first two levels, you're assumed to, most of these you're going to be getting that 4%, which is half of the regular residual commission. And then everybody else on this list will also get half, right? So if they're way above you, flip this upside down in your mind. If they're someone's above you, they're collecting 2% off of you. They're only getting 1% off of the BV of the orders in the first 30 days that you enrolled, because you're getting 4%. If you take that account and do a frontline placement, you place that account under somebody that you know here. Maybe somebody referred you and that's it. You helped them, you got the enrollment, but now you want to place them down here. Well, you're going to get 3.5% if it's on your third level, right? You're going to get 3% if it's on your fourth level. And that's added on to your 26% to 29%. So you generally are going to get 30% for the first 30 days of the orders. Remember, that's 30% of the BV, not of the wholesale price. You don't get paid any extra commissions for the tax that somebody pays if they pay tax. Many US states do not tax supplements, like Michigan, New York, New Jersey, Florida. I'm pretty sure Texas, there's probably some more as well, but the state tax, you don't get paid for that. Shipping, you don't get paid for that. That's why we like auto ship orders, because they are free shipping on them. So keep that in mind. That's where your 30% comes from, just if you were absolutely curious. Obviously, you don't see 30% here. That's because this is referring to the residual. So if you signed somebody up, you had your personal QV here at 50. You signed somebody up and they bought 3 bottles of minerals. Let me just see if I have a calculator. I do have a calculator here. So you signed somebody up, they bought 3 bottles of minerals. By the way, this is not a practical sales situation. We're trying not to sell minerals, but this is just for an example. You have done your 50. You have qualified yourself for this position. They bought 3 bottles of minerals. The BV on 1 bottle of minerals is 17. So you've got 17 times 3 equals, and then you're looking for 30% of that. Whoops. So you're getting $15.30 from that initial order. If that person 30 days later was to buy the same thing, 3 bottles of minerals, you would get 5%. Which is $2.55. Now, remember, part of this pitch of this lifestyle, this network marketing lifestyle, this business structure, is this residual. Is that $2.55 you didn't have to work for. You had to work for the $15. That's why you got a 30% enrollment bonus, because you did the work. You either physically put that information into the computer or you helped the customer get started. Very unlikely that they did it on their own. That's why you get your 30%. And then it's 5% after that. Moving on to the brand associate, which is and these names can change, by the way, and there's going to be different names for every company. It doesn't matter. In the time that I've been in this business, these names have changed, so I really don't even, the only ones that I know are these stars. Basically, these things don't matter so much. It's these numbers that matter to determine your position. And once you understand these numbers, you will understand your rank, you will understand your payment potential, and that's the key for moving forward. By the way, my rank here is 1-star executive. It's a very important rank because you can see it opens up the infinite. You can get 2%, 9+. That means all the way down. Any levels are, and this residual income, by the way, 2% on that 3-bottle of mineral order is $1.02. But that, again, is something that you didn't work for. And if it's levels down, 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 these are people that are enrolled by people that you enrolled, kind of thing, right? So you didn't do this work. You're earning this. You did this work. You did this work. So let's continue on. The 100 personal QV order. This is closer to what the average person in the business, from my experience, my personal experience, and other people in the business, this is where most people are at in terms of product consumption. They're going to be personally consuming between 100 and 200 QV of product themselves. Price-wise, it's probably going to be similar to the price. So they're spending between, more legitimately, it tends to be between $130 and $230 is my opinion of the average order of people who are taking this seriously. Remember, you can do this less. There's quite a lot of people on Ultimate Classic, for instance. Let's just look up that product value. This is a heavy-hitting nutritional product with a very affordable price. There's a lot of people who are on this, right? With that QV being, with BV being 30, well, it's almost twice as much as the minerals, and this arguably is going to give more than twice as much of the impact. So for these first 2 levels, all you got to do is order your own product, is kind of what this means. And I actually lied to you earlier when I said that the 50 you would get 30%. I realized that I do believe that you have to put the 100 QV personal QV order in, personal qualifying volume in. Your order is 100 QV or more, so that you are a brand associate, because I believe that level does enable you to the quick start bonus, which is the 26 plus half. And I could be wrong. It could apply to the associate as well at 50 personal qualifying volume, but I really don't know any distributors who operate on this level. It's not enough. 5% off of 2 levels, and without bonuses, without these bonuses down here, right? No coding bonuses, no car bonus. I love my car bonus every month, right? So all this lifestyle potential is not really available to the 50 QV. It's available at the 100 QV, meaning at 100 you could make a pretty good lifestyle. And truthfully, the 1-star here at 250, it sounds excessive, right? Oh, I need to order 250 QV myself per month. Well, when you're at this rank, you have to be making some money. You can't even qualify for it unless you get the 5400 on your first 3 levels, and we can talk about this as we go on too. So for these first 2 levels, all you got to do is order your own product, is kind of what this means. You got to order either 50 or 100. If that's a turnoff, don't order for that month, right? And remember, these distributor package, like you own a distributorship. You can use it or not use it. Now there is a yearly renewal fee on it. There wasn't for a long time, so we could say it's just a one-time buy, but you could choose not to renew as well, right? There's no obligation to any of this stuff. So a lot of the bashing stuff, again, you shouldn't do network marketing. They're making it sound like you're completely locked into any of this, and you're just not. So let's go further in. The sales associate is where it gets serious here, because now coding bonus comes into play, and I do want to explain coding bonus more on its own, but that's just one thing to notice, right? Things open up on this plan as more requirements are there. Qualifying volume are the requirements that you need to earn money off of the BV, and potentially bonuses. This is a whole bonus section down here, and there's some bonuses that don't even appear on here that do exist, right? And we can talk about them as well. So the brand associate's pretty good. You notice this 5% is pretty chintzy compared to the rest of these. You get 8% on every other level in the first 2 levels. That 8% is pretty sweet. And especially off of this level, where again, these people tend to be customers or distributors, that are brought in by people that you brought in on level 1. So you have the potential of getting 8% off of the residual orders from people that you did not enroll. That is the beauty of this multi-level marketing thing. By the way, some people might say that's unfair, but the pyramid itself doesn't exist without the people up here who do the work. Right? If you get to one of these levels, it means you've helped a lot of people, and that's what justifies your earning potential, basically. But everybody has an unlimited earning potential, essentially, just in theory. Obviously, economics do not work really to infinites, but just in theory. And you can definitely earn more than the person above you. You can earn more than the person that brought you in. You can earn more than the top earner in the company currently, right? You can earn more in your first month, potentially theoretically, than someone who's done it for 10 years, especially if that person who's done it for 10 years hasn't done it with discipline, hasn't worked this compensation plan to its maximum capacity. And you can surpass people like that. You can surpass people, you can outwork them. And again, this isn't a competition. And in fact, in this business, we do work together a lot too. So you don't want to look at it like a competition. I want the people above me to do well. I want the people below me to do well, particularly the people below me. Right, the people above me help me a lot. They help me get up here, but it's the people below you that this is your retirement, right? Especially if you've got this 2% zone all the way down, and you've got a nice, big, healthy bottom line pyramid. That's what's going to actually give you the residual income that you're looking for. If you rock these levels properly, and you get the bonuses properly, this can give you a healthy commission-based lifestyle as well. I mean, if people are actually out there moving and shaking, enrolling people on starter packs, you're getting your bonuses. That's super, super awesome. But the goal is those people who start, they get in here. Because those people who start need to get a good result. It means we actually do need to help them. It's very unlikely that if you just leave this to chance that it's going to go anywhere. But we need to get them into here. And ultimately, if you get them into this level, then get them comfortable and work with them and all that, then bam, they start bringing in customers to this level. Same thing. You take care of these people. They're confident. They're gaining success, especially you help them do it properly. They get some bonuses. It's worth their time. Boom, they bring in these people. They help these people. Goes down the line. It can only work with helping people. And this is part of why we all make our own compensation plan video eventually, because everybody does need to understand this. Before we go any further, I do want to talk a little bit about the coding bonus and about these big ranks up here. It's kind of annoying to highlight this. I don't know if you can see the cursor. This is my first screen recorded video, but I'll put the arrows in as well. So to get to these big ranks here, the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star executive, etc., all the way up. How do you do that? Do you do that on bottles of minerals like we were talking about earlier? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's enough volume to make these things happen. You start doing that math, it's too many people, it's too much work to enroll each one of these people, it's too little payout to justify the effort of the phone call, of the Facebook chat, of the coffee shop meeting. In our case, we do Instagram, we handle inboxes, we put out the information, people come to us, we have to handle that. We expect, a certain amount to buy and the majority not to buy, and we factor that into our process. But if we were selling minerals, we would really have to evaluate our whole process, because this thing wouldn't work on it. So this is partially because of the coding bonus. Now I want to put on the screen here that I was listening to Dave Brisky one time, who's the president of Youngevity. I was listening to him do a presentation, and at one point he mentioned that the coding bonus available on all of the ranks of sales associate and above, so that's from 150 personal QV and above, and there are other qualifications here now for these ranks, and we'll talk about that. 80% of what the company pays out in total commissions, all the residual, everything that gets paid out to everybody, 80% of that is in coding bonuses. These coding bonuses, this line here. And this is why they do have a whole other page referring to the coding bonus CEO mega pack bonus breakdown. And it can be quite complicated, but you do need to understand this. This will determine your success. You can do the compensation plan residually without mega packs. I was taught to do this without mega packs. I was not brought in on a mega pack. My belief is that I should have been brought in on a mega pack, and that would have really changed the whole way that I started this business and built my network out, built my business out. And by the way, mega pack We have a bunch of mega packs. We tend to promote the detox mega pack, and I was introduced to this by a very successful team that is kind of associated with Dr. Luis Ariaza. He started the True to Life company, and True to Life is the detox component of this detox mega pack. Now they're called CEO mega packs, but we never use the word CEO in our marketing. And I was taught not to use the word CEO. It just kind of scares people. Unless you are specifically basing your strategy on finding business builders, then I would go for the excuse me. I would go for the CEO. But if not, we just call it mega pack, because there's a whole bunch of different mega packs. You don't need to be a CEO. You don't need to do the business. In my opinion, it's still a good way to start product wise. And obviously, when it comes to us, it is our maximum compensation. If 80% of everything that the company pays out is coding bonus, we really want to get that coding bonus, and we want to understand that, of course. So we tend to promote the detox mega pack. The detox mega pack doesn't fit everybody, especially pregnant people, and there's many cases where this might not be your optimal choice, but we like to if we can. The product packs are different, by the way, in Australia and New Zealand. A whole different story. Probably should make a whole different video for that. But the other one I like here is the Healthy Start Mega Pack. Notice I took the word CEO out. Mega Pack 2.0. It's got a big healthy dose of products. The value on this is pretty good compared to what you're actually getting. They are getting the distributor pack with it. Whether they need to know about that or not is kind of up to you. And know about it, I mean, you don't need to promote the business, right? I always tell people, because there's fine print down here, right? An auto ship is created. Now I go and cancel those right away. I send an email to autoship@youngevity.com, and I tell people this too. And this is why, by the way, I made my own site to take orders, because this whole thing is too complicated for many people, and you don't necessarily need overhead in a network marketing business. But in the reality is that as you make more money, you will want to invest in things that make it easier for you to do your business. And for me, one of that was making a capture page so that I could just take the money and then do the order from Youngevity itself. And so I can deal with this. I can cancel the auto ship myself. They don't need to know about that. They don't need to sign the terms and conditions. I sign the terms and conditions, basically. And the other thing to note, is that it comes with the distributor pack. Even the distributor pack does have a yearly renewal. I go ahead and cancel that right away too. I send that email and I say, please cancel the auto ship and the yearly renewal on that. And they send an email back and they say, thank you. So you need to know this as a distributor, because these mega packs, again, they're good value for the customer, number one. Number two, when they buy this much product, they're much more likely to take it and take it seriously. This is a video about a compensation plan, but this is a business as well, right? So if somebody does buy that bottle of minerals, I've seen people take that bottle of minerals home, drink it quick, get a great result, feel amazing, and that's super awesome. But generally, if people buy individual products, especially Tangy Tangerine, they tend to, first of all, not take that much of it compared to what would really, really be needed to kind of knock them out. Second of all, this product is meant to be paired with another product at least, right? We're trying to get doses of a multitude of nutrients. No one product contains it all. It's not even possible. So we do want to make sure they get a quantity and a variety of products. That's why there is a variety of products. That's why Tangy Tangerine is meant to be paired with OsteoFX. That's why the essential fatty acids are separate, because of product formulation reasons. This is why we want to boost probiotics, for instance, or do a liver detox, for instance, or increase the selenium or the connective tissue via glucogel, or whatever the specific problem is. We do have what Dr. Wallach calls the secret sauces to target the support and maintenance of those tissues, of those systems. By the way, that's the legal terminology that you really got to memorize as well to do this. You got to do this compensation plan thing. You've got to do this legally, and legally what we are doing is supporting and promoting the maintenance and repair of healthy tissues, healthy systems, or healthy bodies, preferably healthy bodies. The way that we like to speak is we are giving these products to support the body's natural process of repair and maintenance, and that translates into healing and prevention, right? So that's our business model. Now talk about back to the coding bonus, and what that actually means is that if somebody buys a mega pack, if you start with a mega pack, first key, if you start with a mega pack, you are now entitled to this bottom section of bonuses. These are all CEO qualified rewards. It says here, this whole bottom part, this highlighting is super annoying. This whole bottom part here is for CEO qualified distributors. You can buy a regular distributor pack. I believe it's $30. You can buy a regular distributor pack, and that entitles you to the rest of the compensation. I guess they're not selling it there as a product, but you'd go to enroll or whatever, join. $30. $30 entitles you to the residual income. It entitles you to all this. You can play this game up here. You can rank up, and until you are a CEO qualified distributor, which by the way I do believe still means that you could cumulatively order your personal qualifying volume once it reaches 500, which is the QV on a mega pack, then you become a CEO qualified distributor. That's important. They introduced that a few years ago. I do believe that is still valid. I hope that statement's still valid, because that's very good, because that is the major difference maker. The bottom part of the compensation plan here, the CEO qualified bonuses, this is where the dollars are at. That coding bonus being 80% of what the company pays out obviously is extremely important. These car bonuses, boom, those are amazing. You even get revenue share and stuff when you rank up to the big ranks, and that's phenomenal. So you want to be the CEO qualified distributor. If you're trying to be a distributor 100%, like it really doesn't even matter if you're just going to be on a maintenance dose, like most of us are, just on a regular maintenance dose of the 90 essential nutrients, a couple of extra secret sauces, a couple of lifestyle products like protein shake or whatever enhancement product that you want to add. It doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. But we are CEO qualified distributors, and this stuff is paying for that, right? So the coding bonus here, if you start with a CEO mega pack, any CEO mega pack, you are now a CEO qualified distributor. If you enroll somebody else with a mega pack, you now have the coding bonus available to you if you rank in a rank that has a coding bonus. It starts at 15. My rank here at 1 star is 100 up to 100. And as we read the rules here, I'm going to kind of lay it out. We'll create a little pyramid and we'll display what this actually means, because this means that if somebody under me they qualify for a $15 coding bonus, and when I enrolled them, I was at this rank, so I get up to $100. That means they cut me off from $15. And if there's anybody else of another rank in the way, they can cut me off of it too. If the person above this person is this rank beside it, they get the $20 remaining, because they get up to $35. This is the coding bonus on top of the regular starting bonuses and the regular commissions for the mega pack. You notice the mega pack has a BV here of 100, has a QV of 500. I started this because I didn't want to move on in this compensation plan, because you're looking at these numbers, 5,400 on your first 3 levels, etc. These are pretty big numbers. How do you get these numbers, especially in the early days? Well, 500 QV at a time adds up. It adds up quite quickly. My first mega pack enrollments were definitely the ones that got me to 1 star. And then, of course, maintaining that's a little bit of a different story, but this is why you get your residual income for that, right? For that work. Your residual income is your reward for that. So starting people on the mega pack, first of all, gives them lots of product. It's more likely they're going to take the product if they have more of it. They're also going to feel better about their purchase, believe it or not. If they don't spend that much money on it, they can still afford to really easily be on the fence about it. But when people invest in a car or a home or anything, a nutritional program, a gym membership, they are more likely psychologically to now defend that and come up with reasons why they made a good decision, and even recommend it to others, quite honestly. And we are in a recommendation business, and it's very, very interesting that if somebody starts on a $500 mega pack, they're more likely to recommend someone than if they started on a simple singular product, no matter what that product costs. It's actually easier to promote this, and it's more realistic, by the way. And when you sit down with people who have serious problems and you're trying to sell them a bottle of minerals, a lot of them won't look at you seriously. They won't take you seriously. This is a serious number for a serious business. We're in the health and wellness business, essentially, but we deal with death and disease. That's our in and out. That's our daily business, is death and disease. So we try to take this seriously, and we weigh up our chances that the person is going to take it seriously if they start with the mega pack for psychological reasons and for practical purposes of them having all the product there. If Dr. Wallach is recommending you take a healthy body start pack for 1 month per 100 pounds of body weight, and you've got a 240 pound individual, he's got to reorder in 2 weeks. That's impractical, right? And you start adding up what they actually need to last them a month or 2 months or whatever. Especially, again, we're trying to take their weight down, but people come in heavy, need a lot of nutrients to fix their problems, to give their body what it needs to fix their own problems. So they need quite a lot. It's usually going to add up to more than $500. If they sat down with Dr. Wallach, it's usually going to add up to more than $500. So it becomes a bargain at that point, gets them started, gets you your bonuses, which means it justified your time quite handsomely, because let's talk about that. So if you have no rank, no coding bonus rank, so say you're a brand associate here and you enroll somebody on a mega pack, you do not get a coding bonus. Maybe the people above you get a coding bonus depending on what their rank was when they enrolled you, or when they enrolled the line that you're in their downline. As you go further up, you're going to be in different people's lines, right? So it depends on what line, the top of your line, each level, what rank they were when they enrolled the start of that line. So if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. You'll probably need to watch this video more than once. You'll probably need to reach out to somebody and talk about it. You'll probably need to think about it. You'll probably need to go to the website and look at this yourself before you do understand it. But understanding this is critical, because again, down here, fast start bonus. So you get your fast start bonus. Notice the 30%, the 26 plus half, what's called the quick start bonus. And that's available to any distributor, because they don't need to be a CEO qualified distributor to get that. They just need to be a regular person on here to get a regular commission. Or so they need to be at least a brand associate or more to get that quick start bonus. The coding bonus one for the mega pack, the mega pack bonus, the regular one, is called the fast start bonus. Go to page 2 here again. The fast start bonus is $70. And that's great. So you get $70 off the hop. Notice again, the BV was 100 BV. So you get your 26 plus 4. We're assuming it's 30%. That means you get $30. That's how it translates into US dollars. You get $30 from the BV of the mega pack order. And then you get $70. You get $70 for the fast start. So with no rank at all, you get $100 for enrolling somebody with a mega pack. This is not where the coding bonus becomes important. The coding bonus is not important for your own personal enrollments. The coding bonus is important because you can get the coding bonus off of orders below you. So let's explain this. If I'm 1-star executive, when I enroll you, for instance, and you bought a mega pack, if I did the work, I'm going to get my $100 off the hop. That's my 30% of the BV and my $70 fast start bonus. And if I enrolled it, then there's nobody between you and I haven't assumed any frontline placement here, then I'm going to get my $100 coding bonus as well. So now that's $200. That's pretty sweet. It's enough justification for the work, quite honestly, when you compare this to other sales numbers that are needed. Remember, there's other sales strategies. This is just one business. Some products are very cheap and they're looking to sell a lot of them. Some products are very expensive and they're looking to sell a little bit of them. Some people work online, some people work in real life. It doesn't really matter. This is our compensation plan, and when you get $200 for a single enrollment, that truthfully is quite good. That can be up to $190 at these big ranks. $190. That means you can get a total of $290 for a personal enrollment. Again, this pitch here is not about your personal work. The pitch here is about helping a few who help a few who help a few who help a few. So when those people down here, you're getting 6% off their residual orders, but they're enrolling people with mega packs, they might cut you off from some of your coding bonus, but that coding bonus is usually going to be more than you would expect off of residual income still. So this becomes part of your residual income, the coding bonus. If the people that you bring in start with mega packs, really that becomes the system. If you start someone on a bottle of minerals, they're going to bring you people back for a bottle of minerals, assuming they got a good result on it. Same with Tangy Tangerine, or same with any other product, or a bone and joint pack, whatever. If someone gets a great result from a bone and joint pack, they're going to bring you people to buy bone and joint packs. But if they all start on these mega packs and they're all kind of automatically getting these pretty handsome compensations, $100 added onto a monthly income, by the way, is usually a pretty substantial thing. Network marketing often focuses on a magic number of $500, 500 US dollars. That magic number being the number that supposedly would save most marriages from divorce. And most divorces are blamed on money problems primarily. A lot of the fights, a lot of the turmoil in the life and the lifestyle that the people share is strained by money issues, and $500 seems to be the magic number. Remember, $500 extra dollars. It doesn't mean survive on $500. It means that whatever you're surviving on, whatever this hypothetical couple is surviving on, $500 extra dollars means an absolute world of difference in lifestyle. And when one of those enrollments with no rank, you've done really nothing else, you've only had to put in your own order at 100 QV here, and boom, you get $100 for, telling your mom or your grandma or your boyfriend or, whatever, cousin Jimmy who's got the back problem. You enrolled them on a mega pack, you get your $100. That $100 added onto your monthly, I guarantee, is going to make a difference, right? It makes a difference at the grocery store. It makes a difference on the bill, catching up on bills, and whatever stage you're at in your own financial journey. $100 extra per month is significant. That math we did earlier with the bottles of minerals, it takes the same amount of time to deal with somebody, to handle their questions, handle their objections, to present information, to physically type things in the computer, all this stuff. And the $15 or the $2 or whatever the small commissions are on the products, maybe you get $30 off a Tangy Tangerine or something like that. It's just not worth it. It really is not worth it. You will be broke doing this. And if you're teaching people to replicate that, they're not going to make enough money to actually do it. It's just straight up, right? People don't leave their jobs and do this business often. We want them to build something on the side. And if the effort that's required actually goes into enrolling somebody, which it does no matter what, if that pays out $15 or $30, it's just not worth it. Some people buy after years of exposure. Some friends that I've had have come back after years to finally make a purchase. And you're darn right, I got that coding bonus, right? I got that coding bonus off of it, and it justified it. And when they brought someone to me, they brought them in for a mega pack, right? That's the key. And they don't need to know about the coding bonus until later. What you need to know is that this is, as you're looking at this, like how do I rank up to here and more, right? The 1 star or more. How do I do that? And then why do I do that? Why do I go through all this effort? Why do I promote this business model? Why do I take calls when I'm busy and tired? It's because of this, right? It's because we don't want to be working our job when we're 65 or greeting at Walmart. We want this residual income, and we want to be getting these coding bonuses off of people that we've never met, were enrolled by people that we've never met, who were enrolled by people that we've never met, etc. Right? And it's a brilliant, beautiful thing here. So I'm going to continue on. I know this is a long video, and it needs to be. There's no way that you can understand this in 10 minutes. There's no way that you could just do a simple, hey, just follow these easy steps and you'll be rich with network marketing. It's not true at all. And understanding the compensation plan might be one of the most complicated things that you will ever have to do in this business, believe it or not. So it's worth going into the detail. So the coding bonus generates commissions when a CEO mega pack is purchased. That means whether you get a coding bonus or not, the coding bonus is unlocked. It is generated when the CEO mega pack is purchased. Since the coding bonuses go up to $190 for the top ranks, then that is automatically created, right? People don't have to be there to collect them. People don't have to rank in the pyramid to collect them, but the $190 is available to the group, to you and to your uplines. The people that enrolled you, the people that enrolled them, all the way to the top, however high it goes. They all have this available to them based on the rank that they were at the time of enrollment, right? The enroller's bonus is determined by their coded rank at the time of enrollment. That means your coding bonus is determined by the rank that you are at that moment, right? So it doesn't matter if you qualify this month, but you enrolled somebody on the first of this month, but you don't qualify till later, you don't get that coding bonus. You get it when you qualify. And your qualification is not going to kick in until the next month. Keep that in mind. So that's for the enroller's bonus, and that's also for the people above you. Their coding bonus will be determined based on the rank that they were at when they enrolled the line that you're in. So if the line that you were in was started 10 years ago and nobody had a rank, nobody's getting those coding bonuses. Again, this also goes for the people underneath you. Their rank determines their coding bonus, and the people up in between them and you, their rank when they enrolled the person who did the enrolling. Oh man, I hope this isn't getting too confusing. Their rank determines what coding bonus they're going to get. Again, if there's nobody in between you two, you're going to get whatever coding bonus you had fully available. So I'll get my $100 fully available if no one cuts me off from it. Now, the guy who enrolled me, he was 1 star when he enrolled me. So for a long time, he had a $100 coding bonus available to him. One day, I became 1 star. Okay. And he will still collect his $100 off of the lines, anything that happens in the lines that were started before I ranked to 1 star, right? So it can get kind of confusing. You can look at the check and be like, how is I even determining this? Well, this is where it comes from, because to get to the 1 star, you know, you can jump there, I'm sure, but realistically, you got to be the sales associate first, and then you got to be the senior associate second. And so there's going to be lines that you started at this rank, and for life, you're going to have $15 available to you. If nobody else outranks you, you're going to get your $15. Same with the 35, except now people that are the rank below that, they can cut you off from that. Now, if you were senior associate when you enrolled somebody and you have your $35 coding bonus available to you at that time, if somebody underneath you, say they're at this 6% level, 4th level, they enroll somebody, they become sales associate themselves, the same rank as you. Now they have their $35 coding bonus available to them. Now the next month they enroll somebody for a mega pack. They get the full $35 coding bonus. That means they get their $70 fast start bonus, they get their 30% of the BV, and they also get the $35. And the person above them gets nothing, again, unless they are way above them and they started their lines when they ranked higher than that. It's the only way, because you have available to you the difference between the two. So the downline bonuses are determined by the difference between the upline coded rank and the enrollers coded group. So we just went through that. Again, I don't expect that to land on you. I expect you to have to go back and understand that and read this again and map it out a little bit to make sense of it. Here, the cumulative payout details. The cumulative payout received depends on the rank of the enroller on the day the enrollee joins, not the rank of the enroller on the date the product is purchased. So we went through that already. It matters your rank month to month. Month to month, your rank is calculated. Month to month, your paycheck is calculated. You could have a $50,000 paycheck one month, and you could have a $0 paycheck the next month if you don't put your order in. You don't qualify that very first level. And that's all it's going to be, right? So all this is month to month, and so the accumulation, again, you can have all of the coding bonus if no one outranks you, but you want people to rank in between you. You do. You want people to rank up. You want people to cut you off of coding bonuses, because that means that they're doing well, and of course they're generating volume, and that matters for these levels up here, the group qualifying volumes and the total group qualifying volumes. Might as well bring that in here. So for these ranks, senior associate and above, you need at least 1,000 in your first 3 levels. The group qualifying volume is your first 3 levels. That's what that means. And for the 1 star, I need 5,400 in my first 3 levels, which actually isn't that much, by the way. Again, how do you get there? Combination of residual orders down here and mega packs, basically. Any mega packs that come in per month, that's 500 QV each. Well, that's already, close to 10% of what you actually need for your group volume, and your order counts in your group volume, so that's good. So that's that. We'll go on to the next one. So they gave an example here. They said Michelle enrolls Steve on August 1st. Actually, we're not going to go through that. It just means that she's not getting her new ranking bonus if she ranked up in between the time that she enrolled somebody and that person actually makes the purchase. That's just a technicality there. Technicalities matter if they cut you off of money. So the CEO Mega Pack bonus qualifications, obviously buy the Mega Pack, become a CEO qualified distributor to get these bonuses first. That's the first thing you need to know. And again, if you're starting this business with the aim of making any money at all, realistically, you want to do it properly. If you want to help your mom or your grandma, realistically, she's going to need a bit of product, right? You don't want to beat around that. You want to formulate your proposition, your sales proposition, around the fact that this actually costs more than people would expect. people are looking for a $20, $30 product, they came to the wrong shop kind of thing. If they're looking to buy a scooter, we're selling cars, right? You need a car to get where you need to go is kind of what we're saying. And this is why we get people who come to us who are already taking all kinds of other products, because those products failed to get them out of their health problems. We are selling the stuff the body needs to get itself out of health problems. It's a very serious proposition. Again, that's where you get the price in, and you need to know that. Saying, why do this? Why don't I just get the $30 distributor pack thing and just do my own little orders and build it up that way? Well, you might build up a little income, right? But it's not going to get many people interested, truthfully, and it's not going to get that much action out of you. If you got a $35 residual income or even a $150 residual income, like, okay, well, that pays for your products, but it's just, you're going to need a job, right? You're going to need a day job. How much can you really do to this business? How much can you really put into this business if you're only making that much money, right? It's just basic kind of stuff. So we talked about how this accumulation exists. Feel free to reach out to me anytime, by the way, especially if you are in my group, to clarify this. If not, reach out to your upline. If they don't know about the coding bonus, I recommend go above them. Find somebody in your upline or find somebody in the business that knows about coding bonuses, because if the people above you don't know about coding bonuses, you're going to be limited in the growth that's available to you. You always have this residual income available to you. That's great. But you want big dollars. I've only seen big dollars come from groups that promote mega packs. I've seen better results from groups that promote mega packs, meaning, again, the people actually take the product. They take a lot of the product. They take a variety of products. It fills in a variety of the deficiencies that they have. They feel way better than they do if they did just get one product, or if they just eliminated one bad food from their diet or something. Obviously, the more that they do, the better result that they're going to get generally. Some people can sneak by and find a magic bullet, but that's not the business that we're in. We're not taking that gamble, especially if they're people that we care about. We're not here to sell them half of a result, right? We don't want them to fail. We don't want them to cut us off, basically, from trying to help them in the future, right? Your mom's got diabetes. You say, Mom, this stuff here, this is not true, by the way, disclaimer, this is not true. Don't do this in sales. Hey, Mom, this Tangy Tangerine will help you get better, help you regulate your blood sugar. Mom takes Tangy Tangerine. She doesn't take enough. Maybe she takes enough. Still, we're not promoting that this one product is going to be enough. Some people get amazing results, some people don't. So Mom says, yeah, so much for that, right? Oh yeah, I tried that thing, it didn't work, right? Now you're cut off. Mom's still got diabetes. You made $30, right? And it wasn't worth your time financially, but you also didn't help your mom, which is kind of the point, which is why most of us are here. I myself am here because I was cured from my health problems using these systems, and I'm still here because of the impact that it does have on people. So likely the only reason that you're even watching this video in the first place is because you started this either for your own health concern or for a concern of someone close to you. And you just need to know this, that they actually need to get enough product to do the job. They need to have a realistic idea of what they're going to need to do to turn their health around. It is not a simple one product thing. It's not a, oh, Mom, just do this, and expect an immediate result. Really, realistic expectations are very, very important to drill in here. And so I don't really want to go too much more into the coding bonus because I feel that we kind of covered it. Right here, they're going to be given a bunch of examples. I was even going to kind of build out a tree here and show you, but I think that this is a very good starting point, and I might make a separate video to do some examples of orders and comparing, what are you looking at if you enroll somebody with a Healthy Body Start Pack versus a Mega Pack, right? What does that add up to? What can that translate into residually? You can build a residual income on anything. Even though I said you can't do it on minerals before, well, you can. It would not be easy at all, but you could make it work. It doesn't mean you're going to be very successful in the business, but you can absolutely build a residual income that way. And again, residual means on top of what you are already earning in your outside life, unless you do this full time. But if you do this full time, then that means orders that occur after the initial enrollment period. Of course, with many of these types of products, it never gets past the initial enrollment period. That's why people aim for bonuses more, because their residual sucks, because the reorder sucks over time. And I'm not saying that's true with every business. There's plenty of products that people will stay on for life, but very generally, this is hard to do. It's hard to secure a lifetime customer. They're not going to do it just because they love you or trust you or whatever. They're only going to do it because they got a result. And that's the absolute key to keep in mind here. This is why we're doing all this. We're in a results-based business, and understanding the compensation plan really is just allowing us to actually do that functionally. If you want to help people, if you want to devote to this, It's probably not going to be a right away thing that you're going to be able to do that. But when you are able to, and you're getting paid, money on a 3-star level. By the way, you can make a ton of money on 1 star. 1 star is your golden rank here. I think this is the golden child that you want to be aiming for at least. To get there, you cannot wing it. It will not just happen by accident. This is a serious goal. Even though there are many ranks above it, and I intend to rank up, it's a monstrous gap between 1 star and 2 star. This is a huge difference in dedication and discipline that you will need to apply to your business to get from 1 star to 2 star. To get to 1 star itself is quite a lot of discipline, right? But the 2 star and about that is, again, the next level. And the lifestyle that's available is available at the 1 star level. The car bonus, again, that's $300. By the way, this $300 on top of all the residual, on top of all the other bonuses. You just get an extra $300 US on your check, on your monthly check for that month, if you ranked your 1 star, which is 250 personal qualifying volume. My group volume, meaning the volume on my first 3 levels, including myself, is 5,400 at least. Remember, QV. And then my team means I have 3 sales associates or above on my first level. So, by the way, this means teamwork. That's why it's called team. Team qualifying volume over here, this only matters for these huge levels. We don't really need to even talk about that, because by the time you figure this out to even start looking at this, you'll know what that means. But your team is, your frontline, basically, and maybe more. When you get above that to 2 star, it doesn't matter about your frontline. They just need to be legs. So the frontline person could stop ordering and it wouldn't matter, as long as there's ranking individuals in that leg, in different legs. In this case, it's 3 different legs. In this case, it's 5 different legs. But in my rank, that means I have 3 people, sales associates. It's this 3rd level here. So on my front line, there's 3 human beings with the distributor pack, CEO or not, doesn't matter. They have 150 QV personal order at least that month. Remember, that month. It doesn't mean every month. Every month you got to have 3 people. If you want to be a 1-star executive, every month you got to have 3 people that are sales associates. That's just a period, right? But anybody could turn this off at any time. Nobody's locked into this. That's why it does actually require maintenance. This is why it's not going to happen on its own. So you have your 3, and they have their 3. And it means they have active preferred customers or sales associates, or associates or above. So basically any customer or associate that orders 50 QV or above. They have 3 of them. So you can see the pyramid already forming there. I guess I will kind of map this out. Let's go. Family Echo is a little free kind of downline thing that you can make. You can make a little family tree. So I got me. I'm gonna make a child. How do I do that? My details. No, biographical. Sorry. Add parents. No, I want to add children. To add children, oh, that's why. I got to set my gender. Sorry. And hopefully this doesn't make this a tedious video, but truthfully, I think your brain could use a little bit of a break for a second, because this whole coding bonus QVBV thing, I know it can be absolutely overwhelming. So I'm going to add a child here. Whoops. I want to add a child without a mother. And this has nothing to do with network marketing, by the way, but you could use a Blackboard, you could use whatever. I'm just going to map this out. So this is the rank, basic rank. In any network marketing system, it's probably going to tell you that you need 3 people, right? By the way, I remember the first time that anybody showed this to me, the guy that brought me in, and he put these 3 circles here. He's like, you just need to get 3 friends, and they get 3 friends. And I was like, yeah, whatever, But that was before I was really touched by the products. That was before I was really, really affected by the products, and I gained a passion through that. So keep that in mind. If this seems unrealistic, don't worry about it. You don't need to do this all right away. You need to educate yourself. You need to set your posture. You need to get your own results, whatever. Help the people closest to you. I'll make other content about how to actually do that. But to achieve my rank, I'm going to need all this stuff. Oh, I got to set the gender of each one of these. So each one of these is going to need 3. And I'm not going to illustrate the whole tree like that, right? But you can imagine that. So there's 12 on that. And that sounds like a lot. And I need 3 of these people. So for me to do this, I need 3 of these people. 3 and 3. And it creates the pyramid there. And that's not even likely itself. It's likely that there's going to be more people in here. So if you want to get your rank that month, I need my personal 250. I need my 3 levels 5400. I need my 3 sales associate. Bam, now I'm unlocked to all this. I'm unlocked to my coding bonus. Now to get the car bonus, I need 12 personally enrolled distributors who order at least 100 QV that month. And for me, I tend to blow that out of the water. You know, tend to get 20 or so, which is pretty good. At the next rank, the 2-star, which is attractive about it, is that doesn't exist. That qualification doesn't exist. When you're 2-star, you get your $600 car bonus. Without that, you do not need your 12. Again, key. So it's for me to get that. Everything's in place. Boom. Got my money. Got my money for that month. Why did we need to have this video? Because I needed to understand this compensation plan before I could understand how to get to 1-star, how to stay 1-star, how to get my bonuses, right? My $300, I expect that. It increases my lifestyle substantially, that $300. We eat off that $300. There's only 2 to 3 people eating in this house. $300 feeds us. It feeds us well. It's just $300 US being spent in Canada. That's excellent. You know, again, that right there, that number $300 could be a difference maker in many people's lives. Think about your life. What if you just suddenly made an extra $300 US per month? Would that make a difference? Maybe you make too much money, and that doesn't even matter. In that case, you'd only be doing this to help people. And if you really want to help people, you want to make sure that if they're actually going through any effort of bringing people in, whether from the kindness of their heart or not, that they're getting these bonuses. Maybe not the coding bonuses. Maybe they're just getting the fast start bonuses, whatever. But you want to get them paid. Believe me, I don't want it to sound callous or anything. Again, everybody that I know in this business came in because of a health problem themselves or with someone they know. Every single person that I know in this business is passionate about the products, about the results. And we all know that it can be tedious. It can be frustrating. It can be very, very hard to do this business, to deal with people, to talk to people about their health, their pets' health, whatever, all kinds of things that come up. You know, we're saying things that might offend some people, right? We are bashing doctors and this kind of stuff. Like it can be a harsh business, right? Why do we do this? We do this for the coding bonus. And if you are rich and you don't care, well, anybody that you are going to be talking to that is going to want to do this, put any effort at all, again, even just to help their girlfriend or their grandma, they're going to need a compensation whether they admit it or not. Everybody pretty much says, I just want to help somebody. I just want to help people. I don't really want the money. I don't really need the money. It's a way of saving face. It's fine. It's totally fine. But you will need to be compensated to move forward. And I'm hammering that in because why? Coding bonuses. Why? Starting people on minerals, not going to be worth your time. Starting people on healthy anti-aging pack, it's not going to be worth your time. Do the math, right? How much is your time worth per hour? The further you go, the more your time per hour is going to be worth. You can't justify it for that. You can justify coding bonuses, and that's all automatic, right? You're helping people enroll people. That's how this works, and being a leader in this business. And they're getting their bonuses, and you're getting your coding bonus. And that's what justifies both your time. That's what justifies the 3-way call. That's what justifies, meeting in the coffee shop or absolutely whatever it is. It's going to take a bit of holding the hands of these people at these top rows here, right? When people come in, they need help. This is where the work comes in. If there's problems in the business, it goes uphill, by the way. You go to your uplines for complaints. If I have a complaint, I might go right to the president of the company himself. I might go right to the CEO. They say crap flows uphill in this business, which is good. It means these people have your back, and they have your back for the stuff that sucks, right? Mistakes, right? Problems. They're there to help you for that. I'm here to help you for that if you are my downline. By the way, that's, again, what justifies the time. There's been lots of people who bugged me and said, and because they respect me, they appreciate me, they say, you should be charging for your time on the phone. And I have had a very hard time. We've struggled with it. I've talked with the people close to me about it. And I said, it's very hard for me to do that because, number one, if I get on the phone with somebody I've never spoken to before, they have a much greater chance of actually purchasing, actually enrolling, especially if it's a referral. Somebody's referring someone to me. That person has a way higher enroll rate than they would if I wasn't involved or if it was just done online, right? A lot of times people want to speak to me in person. I know that increases their chance that they're going to come into this zone. They're going to be a customer of mine, right? And even further, if they are a distributor or an existing customer, I want to nurture this because I love 8% a month right? I love 6% a month or whatever it is. I want to help them if they have a problem. Usually the longer they've been in, the quicker it is to deal with them. This goes for me too. I bug my uplines a lot. I ask for a lot of information. I needed a lot of help at the beginning. Now, if I ever have a problem, I can reach out to someone very, very quickly, ask a very specific question, get a specific answer, say thank you, and get off the phone. We don't want to waste each other's time, right? So I think I've kind of spoken my piece on this in the gist of why you should do it and why you should understand this. And I'm dragging on here kind of for no reason. There probably I know there's so many more things that can be mentioned, but I know now we're looking at something like an hour video. Did not want to go over 40 minutes, and I hope I'm not just rambling here, but this all seems to matter for me. If you don't understand the coding bonus, look at it again. If you need to go to the Youngevity compensation plan from the resource center, and you need to watch all these videos, do it. I recommend it. Like it is complicated. Understand it. Understand how to make it simple for the people who are starting, because they can get overwhelmed in it. Don't give them all the details, right? This is why I made a video for this, because I'm not going to give people these details because it's too confusing over the phone. I mean, they need to learn it by experience and by asking questions and by watching these types of videos. Previously, I've been referring people to the other videos that exist on YouTube because they cover it, right? But this is from my own words, and I hope I added in some things to keep in mind when actually trying to implement this strategy and actually trying to talk to people about it. And I probably will make another video actually going even further into detail on the enrollment process and what that means and just how to do it, and also the differences between enrolling people with some type of a mega pack versus the correlate products, whatever they are, right? So I appreciate all you guys, anybody who watched this whole time, especially if you're in my downline. Feel free to reach out to me personally about this. Feel free to let me know what else you'd like to see covered. I have made this channel, this Wallach's Warriors YouTube channel, specifically for content for people who are trying to spread the message. So I'm happy to make more. It means I don't have to do it 100 times. And by the way, that's a useful, duplicatable strategy for you as well. Any information that you're trying to spread, look into ways that you don't have to explain things 100 times. And if you do have videos already made on things or something, or you have video resources that you can use, like the resource center there or whatever, that saves you a ton of time. It puts you into a more professional position already. And by the way, when a customer sees that you don't have much time and that you have systems in place to give people information, like you already have the pamphlet ready, you already have the video ready, or you already have the resources for them to understand the information, you are looked at much better. It gives you such a higher professional stance, and that does matter in enrollments. It does matter, especially if you're trying to sell something that costs $500 or more. You're promoting a lifestyle. You're promoting recovery of any kind, right? We're making pretty strong claims here, so we do want to back that up, and some level of professionalism from you absolutely does help a lot. I will make more videos about that too, how to conduct yourself, at least in my opinion, and I will point you to other resources that I believe will help you in that direction as well. So I appreciate all you guys. I'm ending this video here. Again, let me know. Take care. Much love and respect. Guys, if you didn't know, we have been creating resources for you, for your business. I built my business on Instagram largely with this account, Wallach's Warriors. You can use this account to get information to your people, whoever you're prospecting. I found it an excellent hack to give people little 1-minute clips. Obviously, you can post a little bit of longer content here on the IGTV, but this is what's built my business. This can totally build your business if you are directing people to it. We have 2 posts a day, automatic at least. Sometimes it's more than that, but it's good for exposures in this business. And this is an addendum to the compensation plan video, by the way, but in this business, it's about exposures. So if you increase the exposures, you increase your chance that person's actually going to buy something. In your regular life, it's not going to be one exposure. Mom, I can help you with your diabetes. Okay, son, order it for me. It's not going to happen like that. It's probably going to take multiple exposures, 5 to 30 or more, possibly. So this is how you cheat that, and this is how you increase the exposures, because one of these little videos counts as an exposure in my mind and in my sales process. One video view counts as an exposure. One question counts as an exposure. One, them hearing anything out of your mouth in relation to it counts as an exposure. So we do have the Wallach's Warriors Instagram. On Instagram, we also have a food account. This is a chef run page. My best friend, my housemate, is a certified chef. He's been in the industry for 22 years. Here in Canada, certified means that you have a diploma. It means you're not just a cook. You've gone to school for this, gotten your certifications, and he's been replicating a lot of common dishes here, pretty much everything in the chef's cookbook. We're doing it gluten-free, doing it oil-free. This is part of the lifestyle. If you're trying to promote this to people as a business, one of their biggest objections that they won't tell you about, it won't be, I'm not going to do this because I don't think I can go gluten-free. Sometimes they will say that. More likely they're going to say, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, or whatever. They're unconvinced of the actual value proposition. But a lot of times the unspoken objection is the lifestyle itself. Can I actually eat gluten-free? Can I actually cook without oil? Right? This is why we did this. We are going to sell a food cookbook also to justify the efforts in here, because this has a message box attached to it too. You can message us, right? We will answer it. We will answer on this account, and this goes for you too. If you're trying to build your business, you can easily send people to us. You say, hey, message these guys. You know what we're going to do. We're going to send them our list of questions, have them fill them out. We're going to give them a recommendation. They don't need to buy from us. You could tell them, hey, sister Cindy, go and message these guys. Or you can introduce me if you know me. If we're in their downline, this is how we do it. We refer to each other, especially by first name. We edify each other. You can say, hey, Ryan's been doing this a while. He's been putting a lot of this information out. You can message their inbox. He has help there. They will give you a protocol. You come back to me. This is your strategy, remember. You come back to me and talk to me about it. And then Sister Cindy comes and says, they recommended me these big packs and that I avoid all these foods. They gave me 10 paragraphs of information. I'm overwhelmed. Now it's up to you to say, well, let's go through it. What does it really say? What does it really mean? And then you can help them with, again, that ultimate value proposition and how that's going to translate into a sale. And we can do this for you because I recommend you learn it yourself as well, but any third-party references that you can use is probably going to help you, and you don't need to be an expert. We can do this because we don't filter anybody who comes to us. We don't say, oh, you're not in our downline, so we're not going to talk to you. Right? We have no way of knowing who is who, so you can send people to us, get those questions answered. That is completely free. That's a resource that's available to you. Obviously, all the content is available as well, including the stories and the ongoing questions that I tend to put in the stories. We got tons of them. 92 means there's 9,200 of them that have been done so far. The person that wrote this, right, so they can go through all that as well. Again, resources, information, exposures. If they get the resources, the information, the exposures is the only thing that leads to a sale reliably. So also here, I just wanted to point out that yes, on YouTube, not this account that I'm posting this on, but this is our regular. This is my full account. This contains a lot of stuff. It's half conspiracy based, but it's also got a lot of the health stuff in there. On our regular YouTube that we just created here, that's going to be the regular one, I think, that you would be watching this on. This is going to be just purely content that's there to help you build your business. I've got a lot of personal development stuff that I want to put up and reference you to other personal development stuff, because that's going to be key. Developing your personal development, building yourself into the type of person who can run a business kind of thing and who can handle all these things. Some of that's been in podcast audio form. I'm going to keep doing that. And some of it's just pure health information. There will be some overlap on this account and the other account, theRealNotus, but it's only going to be relevant. This stuff is all only going to be relevant to people who are trying to spread the message, people who are trying to build the business, people who are really trying to understand the in-depths behind it. And again, by the way, a lot of that's going to be psychological. A lot of that's going to be sales. A lot of that's going to be in your own mindset and understanding the mindsets of others. And then lastly here, we do also have a food page, a food YouTube, and this is just longer versions of some of the food stuff that we've been making. They're not that long. They're pretty compressed still, but some of these are narrated as well, and we're trying to teach you how to cook is kind of the point. We're not trying to entertain you with this. This is purely teaching you the things that you need to know to be able to run a kitchen without gluten, oil, processed meat. And then I do hope eventually also to include in this page, or maybe the Wallach Warrior page, how to navigate restaurants and stuff like that while using these food rules, and not making a big deal about it socially. Just being able to navigate life while following these rules at the same time is going to be probably pretty important there as well. So those are the resources, guys. You can get a hold of us through the Instagram. You can get a hold of us through the emails that's attached to any of this stuff, and any other way that you can reach out to us. We're here to work with you, and we appreciate you. And let us know any other resources that you'd like to see created that would really help you grow your business or answer a specific question or concern or objection that you tend to get in your business regularly. Once again, guys, thank you, appreciate you, respect you. Later.